What's up, guys? Clutch Fan Thursday. I want to talk to you a bit about iconic lacrosse, the origins release, as well as kind of life. First, I want to say I'm sorry. In the last two, 3, 4 weeks, I really haven't been pushing out a lot of content like I wish I would have been. Um, Unfortunately, the reality of life is sometimes life hits you hard, throws you curveballs, and occasionally I'll throw you a curveball every so often that you can, handle after a while. But life for me kind of threw me 5 or 6 curveballs within a month, and it just kind of really took its toll on me. So in between living with my girlfriend, working full time, going to school full time, playing lacrosse, I was just all sorts of flustered. I guess you could almost say I was lost, just struggling with things and trying to find my way back. Which is no excuse. I should be able to sit in front of a camera for 5 minutes once a week and talk about something, but I just didn't really feel like it, and I'm very sorry to you guys. But anyway, as of January, there will be a lot better content coming from my YouTube channel as well as Instagram. Unfortunately, the last 3 or 4 years, I've been filming on some old GoPro. It's a Hero 3, so I think that's what three versions down below what they're already out with. And it's an okay camera. It does great. You can strap on to helmets and stuff and in goals, and it works really cool. But when you're filming and doing kind of vlogs per se, it doesn't really do its justice. It's got the fish lens, so things behind me are distorted. The microphone's not good, and unless you have some type of light or anything, it really comes out dark, which I'm sure you've seen in my videos. Luckily, I have a desk lamp. It's shining off the wall, so hopefully it's a little bright right now. But like I said, it could be a lot better, but I'm not complaining. Hopefully for Christmas, I will be getting a new camera, either by myself or with Santa's help or whatever it may be. And with that camera, obviously there will be a better microphone, better lighting, better content just in general. I'm very excited about that. So if you hang on until January, I promise my YouTube channel will get a lot better. Like I said, I'm sorry I haven't been posting videos. I just got caught up in life and things like that. But now that Christmas break is almost here and I got plenty of stuff to talk about and show off, should be doing some pretty cool videos at least between now and early January. Next thing I want to touch on is iconic lacrosse. Obviously, if you don't know about iconic lacrosse, it is my side project that hopefully will turn into a career at some point. And basically, the idea behind it is every 2 months or so, do some type of donation to a charity or a foundation, whether it's a lacrosse team in need, Jamaica Lacrosse, breast cancer awareness stuff, whatever it is. I'll do some type of limited edition release, whether it's apparel, custom dyed heads, free string jobs, whatever it is. And the money made from that will be donated. And this year, for October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, I want to do something a little special. Last year, I did a bunch of custom dyed heads and gave about $15 per custom strung head to a charity, and we raised like $1,700 or $1,800, which was a little better than what I wanted to do last year. But this year, being the launch of Iconic Lacrosse and the whole idea behind it, I wanted to do custom dyed heads, custom stringing, standard dyed heads, donate some money from all those, but also iconic apparel, which was really kind of the first release per se. And it actually did pretty well. My goal was to raise and donate $2,000, and I think this year we did almost $2,300. So surpassed the goal by almost $300, which is phenomenal. I can't thank you guys enough for all of your support. Even if you watched the video, you guys definitely helped out because I did donate some YouTube money to the foundation as well. But with that being said, Iconic Lacrosse, like I said in previous videos about it, every month to 2 months based off of what time of the year it is, how sales go, and just kind of themes for months or whatever it may be, I want to do a very special release, whether it's apparel, custom dyed heads, custom kits, whatever it is. Just something that kind of stood out, something that was different, something that only certain people were able to get in a certain time frame. And with that, I could donate a majority of the profits to some type of foundation or organization. And it was a really cool idea, and I really like it. I'm absolutely sticking with it. Like, there's no doubt in my mind after October, I realized that I ordered probably too many shirts for breast cancer awareness, but still, we were able to donate a good amount of money, and I kind of had a gauge for what people look for in apparel, what sells, and then also kind of the right amount to sell. That comes to the next release, the Iconic Origins release, which was something I had planned 2 months ago, and I had it all paid for and all set to go. And then as of yesterday, I got an email from the apparel company who makes all my custom apparel, and they said, hey, 2 of the 3 sets of apparel you ordered are on back order. So the shirts that I had designed, or sweatshirts, they were on back order, and they said those won't be here until early January, so we could have them to you by January 20th, which is a little too far for me because I want this release to be late November, early December, so right about this time. just because late January, early February, I already have the release planned out and paid for and just waiting on the stuff. So with that being said, they also said, like, hey, another thing we can do is find similar products for you and make them and have them to you, maybe by January 12th, which was okay, but by then I was kind of hoping to have all of the Origins stuff gone. So I've come into a bind with the Origins release, and I'll give you the message behind it. I had a cool plan for it. Was Origins is kind of it's a story of how you began, or story how something began. Origin is also another way of saying a tale. So basically a story. And the whole video I was going to do is going to be about 6 to 7 minutes long of a custom dye job and string job, as well as string it up in nature, which is pretty cool. Kind of plays into the Native American aspect of lacrosse itself. But also telling you guys about my story, and there's going to be some really cool apparel with it. And unfortunately, it just kind of, life threw another curveball at me, and it just kind of stopped. So I'm going to cut the release and only sell the gloves that I had done, which I'll show you here in a second. So I'm very sorry. It really bums me out. And honestly, I could wait until middle of January to do it. But I would just prefer to move down my schedule and do the January, February release when it's supposed to be done, just because I don't want to sit on all the apparel and gear and stuff until late March or whenever it may be. So that's my fault. Obviously, I can't control stuff being back ordered, but, I had chances to change things up. I just kind of left it. So without further ado, the iconic Origins gloves, I will show you and kind of talk to you about the design behind them, as well as all the stuff that went in the gloves, and tell you guys how you can get your own pair for a very good price. So if you followed me and the Joker gloves, all the Joker custom Integra gloves came in this nice drawstring bag. It's got 2 water bottle holders on the sides, 1 nice pocket here, and obviously the bag itself is pretty hefty. It's a very nice bag. It's very heavy duty, and it's very big. So you can definitely fit, obviously, a pair of gloves, school books, wherever it may be in here. But basically, with every purchase of the gloves, you obviously will get the drawstring bag. And inside, you get 1 pair of gloves, so that's 2 gloves, a right hand and a left hand. They are size large, so 13-inch for those of you who don't know. Come in this cool plastic bag you can definitely choke your cat out with, which I might do tonight, wherever she is. But basically, these are the Origin gloves that I had designed. I went through Joe from Epic Lacrosse, who's phenomenal. He answered all my questions. He was very friendly, very nice, and very quick to get these done. But these are what we came up with. So orange, white, and black for a couple reasons. One, black being the color for warriors. Obviously, black can play into anything, but the Native American kind of color scheme for black is being a warrior and kind of being a brute, which lacrosse is. It's played by warriors. The white color being the kind of clean version, the elegancy, the calmness, the serenity, which is really cool. Obviously, white goes with just about anything. Black goes with anything. So those 2 colors together looks really cool. But the orange is actually for, it's kind of, there's a couple stories I read where orange is kind of the color of a rebirthing, a newborn, which is really cool to me. It just kind of sounds like, the term Origins is a beginning or a story based off of a beginning. So orange, white, and black seem to go together very well. Like I said, lacrosse is played by warriors, so you have the black. It's also an elegant sport. There's lots of calmness and lots of peace and serenity with it, being the white, and then orange being the beginning. This is the first limited edition release that I've been dropping. The breast cancer awareness was somewhat limited, but it wasn't actually, didn't really have a lot to do with iconic lacrosse and the meaning behind it. So that's why we're doing with orange. The logo here was done by Stelios from Spartan Strings. He is phenomenal. I've gotten a couple logos from him, and great guy. He's super nice, very easy to work with, and he does some great work. But basically, it's got a wolf howling, and it has this nice tribal design going around it. Down below, it says Origins. So these are really cool. These didn't cost me a whole amount of money to make, but the Integra gloves themselves retail for $155 brand new in white, gray, or black. So these I was originally going to sell for about $160 just because they're custom and only 10 pairs are available. I have one for myself and one for my buddy Mitch. But since the release was cut short, I'm going to give these to you guys for a very good deal, which is wholesale plus $10. So eventually I can kind of pay off my own pair and his pair. This is going to go for $120 on my website. Like I said, I'm very bummed about the release just because I had a whole cool storyline for it, some really cool apparel, but I just have to move on and keep pushing through. So, little touch on the Integra gloves. I'm a huge fan of them. One, because the palm themselves. The palm is all one piece besides the thumb. There's no seams, no stitching, no air vents, but it's very breathable. All the fingers have breathable vents here. very nice. The palm itself is so comfortable. It's an axe suede palm. Having this nice stitch and a double thick thumb is great. The thumb is probably my favorite part. It has these two middle break down here in the middle, obviously. Big thumb piece to protect you, and then these breaks so you have a lot of flexibility and mobility. And the gloves themselves, super comfortable. The cuff, all you have to do is unvelcro it, and you can have an open cuff, whatever your preference is. But like I said, these are going for $120 on my website. Unfortunately, sometimes things just happen, so I have to cut the Iconic Origins release off of my calendar and work for the next one. So unfortunately with that, I'm just hoping to break even with these gloves. So $120 a pair, you cannot beat. Hope you guys like these and enjoy them. Like I said, I mean, it has a really cool story to it. You can tell friends or understand there just won't be any cool apparel. So pretty cool custom gloves, one of a kind. You won't find these anywhere else or really be able to customize them just because you need 12 pairs or so to customize them and get the logo on them for a good price. So hopefully you guys pick some up and enjoy them. I definitely love them a lot. I just kind of was hoping to have a limited edition release with them. But like I said, January, February, the next release will be dropping. Couldn't be more excited. So hopefully you guys can kind of understand where I'm coming from. Like I said, life just sometimes hits you hard, and it's hard to get back up, especially when it keeps throwing curveballs at you left and right. So I'm very sorry I haven't been making videos. I promise after Christmas time, come January, there'll be a lot better content. Really cool videos and a lot of interactive stuff on Instagram. So follow me on Instagram, ClutchFanatic37. Obviously, I do all sorts of interactive stuff with getting your guys' opinions on dyes, different contests. I'm actually going to be doing a contest probably in January for the next limited edition pair of gloves, which you guys get to design, and if your design wins, you get a free pair. But like I said, that won't be till January, but definitely follow me on Instagram if you haven't. Also, just to kind of get off my feet with this Origins release, since I did spend a decent amount of money on it, and I won't be getting any of the stuff. I mean, obviously I got my money back, but, you know, just to kind of break even, I do have a bunch of custom heads available as well. These were shown off in the Burn 2 video, but I figured I'd show them to you now as well. Navy blue and white command low with a houndstooth dye, which is probably one of my favorite colors. I almost wish I didn't mine with a navy blue. Next is a black and white Stallion 700, one of the best-selling midfield heads for mid to high pockets, which is not my cup of tea, but you guys probably really like it. A red and white command low, pretty cool. This one might be my favorite, actually. It's a gray and white Nas 2. And it actually dyed very nicely. It didn't become very flexible. I mean, obviously it flexed a little bit because it has the gas chambers, but otherwise, I mean, it stayed fairly stiff. Then after that, I have the ECD Mirage. This one's up on my website. It's custom strung with a P34-esque college legal pocket, black and neon green, houndstooth dye, Hero 2.0, 2 nylons, 2 rolled straights for the P34 effect. And then lastly is the Warrior Burn 2. I dyed up with a black and white houndstooth, strung with my ideal shooter pocket nowadays. Pretty cool stuff, but it's all available on iconiclacrosse.bigartel.com. Like I said, if you guys are interested in those gloves, they're going for $120 a pair, which you cannot beat, especially for a pair of custom gloves. They're all brand new, all 13-inch, and they really have a unique story to them. So unfortunately, I wish that I could continue the Origins release and do all this stuff, but I kind of decided to just kind of toss it away just because it wouldn't be ready until late January, really, and by then I want to have the actual second Iconic release ready to go. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you bear through the almost 15-minute video. I really appreciate you all. With your guys' help and support, I'm hoping Iconic Lacrosse can be huge in the next 6 to 8 months, and I really have some cool plans for it, and as long as things go as planned, I have so much dedication and motivation for it that I think that it could be really cool. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Let me know your comments down below. What do you think about the Origins gloves? You know, I'm a huge fan of them. Things just didn't happen to work out the way I wanted them to.